These bikers were looking for some trouble, and they found it when they decided to make fun of a female police officer at a gas station. They didn't realize that she had 2 military dogs with her that would show them no mercy. Our next canine cop is a good example of how one should always respect their fellow human beings and not look down on women. Constable Diane Robertson has been with the Durham Regional Police Service in Ontario since 2007. She is also a single mother who works hard to provide for her family. However, despite being an excellent officer, Constable Robertson faced many challenges throughout her career. Some of her colleagues were suspicious of her abilities, and there were rumors about her getting special treatment because she was the chief's daughter. Nevertheless, Constable Robertson continued to prove herself on the job. One day in 2018, while attending a training exercise with her canine partner Diesel, a Belgian Malinois, Constable Robertson was determined to show everyone what she was capable of. During a scenario where she played the role of a hostage negotiator, Constable Robertson successfully resolved a situation involving a barricaded gunman. As soon as the suspect exited the building, Diesel immediately apprehended him, showcasing the dog's exceptional skills. The entire event was captured on video and went viral. In an interview, Constable Robertson shared that she was proud of herself and her dog for successfully completing the exercise. Not only did this incident earn her respect from her peers, but it also gained her recognition outside the force. People were impressed by her bravery and expertise in handling a dangerous situation. Unfortunately, not everyone was happy about the positive attention she received. Constable Robertson had made enemies throughout her career due to the false accusations from her colleagues, which resulted in her being passed over for promotions. One particular incident involved her being falsely accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate. Despite being cleared of any wrongdoing, the damage to her reputation was done. Constable Robertson believed that these actions were taken out of jealousy towards her and her dogs, whom she believed were favorites of the chief. Additionally, she suspected that her gender was a contributing factor in the mistreatment she faced from her superiors. Feeling undervalued and underappreciated, Constable Robertson decided to take a break from the force and pursue other opportunities. During her time away from law enforcement, she continued to train her dogs and even participated in competitions where they achieved remarkable success. After a year, she reapplied to the police force and was accepted as an auxiliary officer. While her new position had less pay and fewer benefits, she was still able to work with her dogs and contribute to the community. However, shortly after returning to work, her biggest fear came true. She was suspended by the Police Services Board after she was caught on camera kicking a dog during a training exercise. Although the kick was unintentional and the dog was not harmed, the board felt compelled to investigate. During the investigation, Constable Robertson and her husband received numerous threats from animal rights activists, causing them to fear for their safety. Facing pressure from all sides, Constable Robertson decided to retire from the force rather than fight the charges. She was devastated to leave on such a negative note and felt betrayed by the lack of support from her colleagues. Constable Robertson's story is a reminder that sometimes it is better to walk away from negativity and move on to new challenges. She may have faced many obstacles throughout her career, but her passion for working with dogs never faded, and she knew that she still had something to prove to those who doubted her abilities. Diane Robertson's departure from the police force did not diminish her love for her job or her 2 faithful canines. Instead, she channeled her determination into preparing for competitions with her dogs, Diesel and Bear. Their participation in various events was highly anticipated, as people wanted to witness the incredible bond and skills that the trio had developed together. One such competition took place at the 2018 World Police and Firefighter Games held in Northern Ireland. There, Robertson and her dogs competed against other law enforcement officers from around the world. The event was not just a chance for them to showcase their talents, but also an opportunity to build camaraderie and sportsmanship among fellow officers. Robertson's story is an inspiration to many, particularly women in male-dominated fields. She faced many challenges throughout her career, but she never let it hinder her from pursuing her goals. Her dedication and hard work paid off, as she became one of the most successful female canine officers in Canadian history. Her time in the spotlight was short-lived, as she was soon after involved in a controversial incident that threatened to derail her career. Despite the setback, Robertson's passion for working with dogs remained undeterred. She continued to train her dogs and participate in competitions where they achieved remarkable success. Their participation in the World Police and Firefighter Games is a testament to their hard work and dedication. The games provided a platform for them to showcase their incredible bond and skills, leaving spectators in awe. However, the competition was fierce as they went up against other law enforcement officers from around the world who had similar skills and experience. Nonetheless, Robertson and her dogs rose to the occasion and impressed the judges with their precision, speed, and accuracy. It was not just their physical prowess that stood out, but also the deep connection they had with each other. The bond between a handler and their canine partner is truly remarkable, and Robertson and her dogs exemplified this perfectly. The competitions were not only a test of their skills, but also a celebration of the unique partnership between humans and animals. Spectators were left in awe as they witnessed the incredible feats these teams were capable of. Unfortunately, details about their specific achievements and accolades during the games are not widely available. However, it is well known that they returned home with several medals, showcasing their exceptional skills and hard work. This competition served as a reminder of the importance of continuous training and the rewards that come with dedication and perseverance. Despite the challenges they faced, Robertson and her dogs proved that they were among the best in the world. Meanwhile, Constable Robertson's life took an unexpected turn when she was caught on camera kicking one of her dogs during a training exercise. The video went viral and sparked outrage among animal rights activists. Despite the incident being blown out of proportion, the Police Services Board decided to investigate. The controversy surrounding the video caused a rift between Constable Robertson and her colleagues. They began to question her methods and scrutinize her every move, creating a hostile work environment. Despite the tension, Constable Robertson remained calm and focused on her work. She knew that her actions were being watched closely, and she was determined to maintain her professionalism. The investigation into the video was lengthy and exhaustive, causing stress and anxiety for Constable Robertson. The pressure was immense and she felt isolated and unsupported. However, she persevered and cooperated fully with the investigation, trusting that the truth would eventually come out. The investigation revealed that the kick was accidental and did not cause any harm to the dog. However, the Police Services Board was still concerned about the impact of the video on public perception of the police force. They felt that Constable Robertson's actions had brought negative attention to the department, and they needed to take action. As the investigation drew to a close, Constable Robertson knew that her fate was uncertain. She had loved her job, and the board's decision would have a profound impact on her future. The board ultimately decided to suspend Constable Robertson without pay, pending the outcome of the investigation. The news of her suspension caused an uproar within the community. Her supporters rallied around her, defending her actions and calling for her reinstatement. They organized protests and signed petitions, putting pressure on the board to reconsider their decision. However, the board remained steadfast in their decision, citing the need to maintain public trust in the police force. Faced with the prospect of losing her job, Constable Robertson had to make a difficult decision. She could fight the suspension and attempt to clear her name, or she could accept the punishment and move on with her life. Ultimately, she chose the latter, deciding that it was time to move on to new challenges. The decision was not an easy one, but it was one that she felt was best for her and her dogs. After careful consideration, Constable Robertson decided to retire from the police force rather than fight the charges against her. She felt that her career had reached a natural stopping point, and it was time for her to pursue other interests. Additionally, the controversy surrounding the incident had taken a toll on her mental health, and she desired to prioritize her well-being. By retiring, she could focus on healing and moving forward in a less stressful environment. Furthermore, Constable Robertson knew that her dogs deserved a fresh start as well. The controversy had generated negative attention towards them, and she wanted to protect their well-being by distancing them from the ongoing investigation. Retirement would allow her to focus on training and competing with her dogs without the added pressure of representing the police force. It was a win-win situation for both her and her dogs, allowing them to move forward in a positive direction. Overall, Constable Robertson's decision to retire was a mature and responsible one. She chose to prioritize her own well-being and the welfare of her dogs, demonstrating growth and self-awareness. It was a courageous decision to walk away from a controversial situation and pursue new horizons. By retiring, Constable Robertson left the police force on her own terms, choosing to focus on a more positive chapter in her life. It was a wise choice that allowed her to move forward with dignity and pursue her passions without the weight of the controversy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share for more amazing content. Your support helps us bring you the best videos possible, so keep watching for more updates.